Hey everybody, my name is Kyle Rainey. I'm a Sapphire Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, living here in beautiful Eugene, Oregon with my wife Cassie. We have 9 beautiful children, and you have clicked on this video for a couple of reasons. Number one, you're interested in the business with Plexus, which, guys, I'm really excited about. I'm going to tell you all about it here in a moment, and the opportunity that awaits you with Plexus that is like no other that you've ever encountered. Or secondly, your wife is working Plexus, and you as a spouse kind of want to know, how do I support her, or what is my role in all of this? Like, what am I supposed to be doing as she's kind of doing this whole Plexus thing? I'm not really sure where I fit, and I'm so glad that you're here, humbled that you're here. See, 3.5 years ago, my wife and I found ourselves at rock bottom. Now, I'm a pastor here in Oregon, but at the time, I was working at church part-time, also teaching at a college part-time, and also working for a missions agency part-time, going around the country speaking at different events and venues. With all those 3 jobs, we still weren't making it financially. My wife and I had goals, we had dreams, we had desires to go and adopt children. We had wanted to build a house, we wanted to make a life for ourselves, but we were financially struggling so bad that we actually had to go on government assistance, go on food stamps, go on welfare in order to make it, which is one of the most humbling seasons we've ever had to encounter. Now, whenever your finances are a mess, as many of you guys know, the last thing you're thinking about is going to the gym, eating healthy or whatever. You're grabbing a quick fast food, or you're stress eating, or whatever the case may be. And our health was at an all-time low. It was the heaviest I've ever been. My acid reflux was just out of control. I had digestive issues. My wife was dealing with thyroid issues, autoimmune disorder. I mean, you name it, we had health issues because we were so stressed out and not focused on taking care of ourselves. Then one day, my wife discovered Plexus. A trusted friend shared with her about the opportunity of Plexus changing her health, because she had said something on social media about always being tired. And my wife and I was literally drinking pots of coffee a day just to get going, just to get by with all of our kids that we have and all the things that we needed to do to get our day going. So I was out of town and at a conference and came back, and I knew my wife had purchased Plexus and talked to me about these natural products, about gut health, about all these amazing attributes of Plexus. I come home, and there she is, running around the house with the kids, no longer parenting from the couch. The house is immaculate. Dinner is going, and I'm like, what have you done? What has happened? What's going on? What have you done with my wife? And it was amazing to see her revert back to the original stage that when we first got married, of having the energy and the motivation and just that sparkle back in her eye. And she said, this Plexus stuff really works. And so we scraped up enough money for me to get on the products. We had to do a lot of kind of financial gymnastics in order to get me those products. I started getting on the products and felt amazing. Within 30 days, I lost 10 pounds. I started having energy like no other thing I've ever experienced before, and I was able to give everything I needed to my family. Well, here's what I really want to talk to you about. About a month into our journey, we realized these products are like no other we've ever encountered. My wife sat with me one evening and said, honey, I really believe that we need to start working the business of Plexus, if only to get our products paid for, because we want to stay on these products, and just maybe get $200, $300, $400 more a month coming in as income into our home would change our lives. And it was true. At the time, I thought, man, if we could get $400 a month more than what we're making right now, it would change everything. And I trust my wife, and she's a really good researcher, and she would never get us anything that would cause our family harm or stress. And so I had a few rules, though. I said, look, here's the thing, honey. I love you, I trust you, and I love Plexus. But number one, I really don't want to throw parties. Something about going and working all day and coming home to a bunch of strangers in my home trying out the pink drink just doesn't really seem appealing to me. When I'm home, I just want to be home, and I want to be able to relax and just hang out or do whatever. I said, secondly, I really don't want our garage to be full of inventory. I don't want to be like some shipping department or some manufacturer warehouse. I don't want that. She goes, hey, no problem. With Plexus, you don't have to keep product on hand because we're not distributors. And number 2, you don't have to do parties. This is basically all through social media and our natural relationships that we have in our lives. I said, all right, sign me up. What do we have to lose? We paid $39.95 to get into this. So what do we have to lose? I'm telling you what, guys. I never felt like my wife and I had to sell anything. We just shared, and through vulnerability, transparency, and the desire to see other people feel the way we were feeling, we were able to start building our team. And after the first month of working this business, I remember that first paycheck coming in, and I looked at it and I told my wife, is this legal? Like we're good, right? The IRS isn't going to come in. Like, this is legal, right? Because I could not believe how our compensation plan was not only paying us to even pay for our own products, but was allowing us the fruit of our efforts and come full blast to us to see what exactly this opportunity could be. Now, it was just a few $100s, but that meant the world to me, that actually Plexus delivered on what they promised. And what I love about this company is that 50% of the proceeds from Plexus that they make every single month, the profit they make, goes right back to the ambassadors. That's unheard of in this network marketing industry. And so I loved it, and I just couldn't believe this is happening. So the next month comes around, and not only do we have a few extra $100 in our pockets, not only do we have more people on our team that are loving their health freedom and even some of them catching the vision of financial freedom, we were able to pay for our car payment. Then the next month, our car payment and our mortgage. Then the next month, car payment, mortgage. And hey, we've got a little bit of extra to attack that credit card that we had to put all those things on for all those years because we never had the finances to actually get by. A year to the date after my wife and I decided to go all in on Plexus, I was able to leave both of my part-time jobs, continue to pastor part-time, and be home and be a dad and be a husband full-time. And to this day, it has been the greatest opportunity that I've ever received. Now, here's the thing. A year from now, from that point, like I said, I was able to leave both my part-time jobs. We put our kids in private school. All our children go to private school. We went from welfare to seeking the welfare of other people. We give to our church more than we've ever given before. We're able to care for people who have causes who really need financial support. We're able to give like we've never been able to give before and be a blessing to those around us. Now, here's where you fit into all of this. Right now, you're either starting your journey with Plexus, you're interested in the business, or your spouse is working the business. There is no better opportunity than right now to double down and care for your spouse, or you jump right into this business yourself. Now, you may be thinking, well, like this isn't, maybe this isn't me, but my spouse is doing it and I want to know how to support her. Well, that's fantastic. You have strengths and God has made you distinct. God has made you exactly the way that He wanted to make you to glorify Him, and has put you together and given you some sort of attributes or some sort of gifting to be able to contribute to your wife and your success in this business. So my wife and I, we work as a team, and she handles some parts of the business. I handle the other parts of the business. But some guys on my team, what they want to do in their way of supporting their wife in Plexus is simply like taking care of the kids a little bit more, putting them down to bed, doing all the chores, having a season where they realize they're going to take on a little bit more of the responsibility and sacrificially care for their wives, because they understand a small season of sacrifice will lead to a lifetime of opportunity and legacy for their family. So they have doubled down, partnered with their spouse and said, honey, I'll take care of the kids. I'll take care of dinner. I'll do all these things. I'll run to the grocery store. You sit here and you can focus on this business. Sometimes, though, they do a step further and go, hey, I've got all these friends at work, or I've got these people in my network that I can actually send to you, and you can tell them all about Plexus, and that's what they do. Then some guys catch the vision and realize they're tired of working the 9-to-5s and having other bosses tell them when to come in, when to leave. They want to be the coach at their kids' baseball team. They want to be at their daughter's gymnastic meet. They want the time freedom that Plexus was allow, and the financial freedom to be able to bless their family and make memories with them for a lifetime, and not just live month to month and struggle, but thrive in the life that God has given to them. There is no better time, I believe, in the last 3.5, 4 years that I've been in Plexus to join than now, to really double down and get into Plexus. Now, the new products that are coming out are innovative. They're amazing. The incentives that corporate is sending us is incredible. And this company, with integrity and roots of just wonderful people who are leading the way in this company, are like no other. Their moral compass is so set on caring for people and caring for their ambassadors. There is no better time to jump into Plexus than right now. So look, I talked about that opportunity. I think this may be your opportunity. I think you may be thinking, well, I don't know about network marketing. My wife just kind of got into this, or I want to get into this, but I'm not really sure. Look, guys, I'm telling you, I'm unemployable now. Like, I'm unemployable. That's how much I love Plexus. Like, it has spoiled me so much by simply sharing. And I get paid now to share with other people and to care about people. Like, that's how I get paid. I get paid to care for other people. That's an incredible job. It's an incredible feeling, and it's changed my family's life forever. So it's time. Your opportunity is now. I believe that you are watching this video right now, at this moment, at this time, at this juncture, for a reason. And maybe, just maybe, Plexus is that opportunity that you've been waiting for. Maybe, just maybe, gentlemen, that you have this thing before you. Instead of having life just happen to you, maybe it's time to go grab life and make life happen in your favor. To take that opportunity of this thing called Plexus and really run with it. Or take this opportunity with your spouse and support her, and you guys double down in a moment like this and spend a season of working hard, loving people, being transparent, sharing about your journey, caring for one another, in order that you may have an opportunity for a lifetime of legacy living, building an amazing and bright future for your family. Gentlemen, time freedom, financial freedom, health freedom, there is nothing like it. And now is your moment. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for clicking on this video. I hope you're blessed, and hopefully